My question for you is, what led you to become a journalist? Did you become inspired by seeing a specific piece or by meeting another journalist?
Yes, so I've known since I was 12 that I wanted to be a journalist, maybe 14. And around that time, there were three main things going on. There was the Flint water crisis, and that was near and dear to my heart because that's my hometown, and a lot of my extended family was impacted by that. And I remember seeing the media coverage and being disgusted by the lack of context for people who I play cards with, who I run Boston's on, in fact. And I, at the same time, was also seeing Jamel Hill on ESPN, seeing Kaepernick taking his stance, and at the time I was very interested in sports and politics. And I remember thinking, there's more to this conversation, and I'm not seeing coverage from the angles that I would cover it. And so I think around that time, or maybe shortly before that time, is when I was at WJMC, and I remember Matt was actually my team leader, and he was saying, either him or maybe some of the other instructors were saying to start an online portfolio where you can start doing some of the writing you want to do now. And when I saw all that going on, when I got back home, I thought, this is the perfect opportunity. So I started the website, I wrote the articles, I did all the things that I was passionate about. If nothing else, just to get it out there, but it actually ended up being really good practice. So by the time I was in college and applying to internships, I had not only my campus newspaper clips, but I also had a few clips from that initial website I started. And when I got the interview, those are the ones they asked about. They didn't ask about any of the officially published clips in the campus newspaper. So all of that is to say, yes, I saw journalists like Jamel Hill, and yes, I saw events like the Flint water crisis. Thankfully, Jamel later became a mentor, and we've done lunch and keep in contact. She also introduced me to hot yoga, which is for the strong. I don't know if y'all tried that. Jess said her mom drives her to it. How do you breathe? Don't even get me started. I felt so tricked bad when she invited me there. Anyway, this is about y'all.